When life gets overwhelming, it never happens quietly. It hits you all at once. Your heart feels heavy, your mind starts racing, and suddenly even simple things feel impossible. You sit there wondering, why can't I handle this? Why does everything feel so hard? And the more you try to stay calm, the more it feels like you're losing control. It teaches you breathe for a moment, because you're not failing, you're not weak, you're human. And you've been carrying more than anyone realizes. The world keeps demanding more, faster, louder, while your mind is begging for a pause. In this video, we're going to take that pause together. I'm going to show you why everything feels so overwhelming, and more importantly, how to stay calm when your world starts to feel too big, too loud, and too heavy. You're going to learn the exact steps to quiet your mind, slow down the chaos inside you, and find clarity again even if everything around you is falling apart. So if you're tired, if your brain feels overloaded, if you just need someone to guide you back to calm, you're in the right place. Take a slow breath, let your shoulders drop, and for the next few minutes, let this be your safe space. Your calm starts here. Chapter 1. Understand why you feel overwhelmed. Overwhelm doesn't arrive all at once. It builds slowly, quietly, in the background of your life. It begins with responsibilities you didn't have time for, emotions you didn't fully process, and expectations you kept trying to meet. You push through, telling yourself you'll handle it. But your mind can only stretch so far before it becomes overloaded. When everything starts feeling too much, it's not because you're weak, it's because your brain is overstimulated and exhausted. Overwhelm is your mind's way of saying, I need space. I need a moment. The modern world gives you more input than your mind was designed to handle. Messages, decisions, notifications, tasks, memories. Whereas your brain is constantly switching between thousands of and when too many things ask for your attention at once, your nervous system triggers a survival response. You feel pressure in your chest, tension in your shoulders, a fog in your thoughts. Suddenly, even simple tasks feel impossible. The first step to staying calm is recognizing what's actually happening. This is not a failure. This is biology. Your system is overloaded, and overload can be undone. When you understand that overwhelm is a signal, not a personal flaw, you stop fighting yourself. You stop adding guilt to the pressure. You begin to see that what you need is not to push harder, but to create space. Awareness softens the chaos. It gives you permission to pause, breathe, and take back control over your mental state. Understanding is the first step toward.com. Chapter 2. Ground yourself in the present moment when overwhelm peaks. The mind jumps into the future, imagining everything that could go wrong, or it clings to the past, replaying moments you can't change. Grounding brings your awareness back to the only place where calm is possible, the present moment. And the easiest way to anchor yourself is through your senses. Start with your breath. Slow it down intentionally. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 2, and exhale slowly for 6. This simple pattern signals the nervous system to relax. It tells your brain, you are safe. As your breath slows, your thoughts begin to soften. The fog starts to lift. Then engage your senses. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice the weight of your body on the chair. Listen to the sounds around you without judging them, without labeling them. Look at an object near you and observe its color, texture, shape. These tiny anchors pull you out of spiraling thoughts and back into your body. Grounding doesn't make your problems disappear. It gives your mind a place to stand while you face them. When you return to the present moment, your thoughts stop racing ahead into imagined disasters. You stop drowning in the what-ifs, and you begin to see clearly again. This steadying moment, this quiet pause is powerful. It turns chaos into something you can handle. Calm begins here. Chapter 3. Break the overwhelm into manageable pieces. One of the biggest triggers of overwhelm is the feeling that everything needs to be handled right now. When responsibilities pile up, your mind tries to hold them all at once, and this creates a sense of drowning. The key to calming this chaos is to break the mental pile into smaller pieces. Take a moment and list everything that feels heavy. Not to solve it all, just to take it out of your mind and place it somewhere visible. Thoughts feel bigger when they're swirling in your head. Once they're on paper, they become manageable. Now, divide them into 3 categories. 1. What needs attention today? 2. What can wait? 3. What doesn't belong to you at all? You'll be surprised how much stress comes from tasks that can be postponed or responsibilities you took on out of guilt, not necessity. Focus only on the first category. Choose one small task just to an end. Begin with that. When your mind handles one thing at a time, it becomes calmer, clearer, and stronger. Overwhelm thrives in the idea of everything at once. Calm begins with one thing right now. When you break life into small pieces, the mountain becomes a series of steps. You regain control. You move forward with clarity instead of panic, and slowly, the pressure inside you begins to release. Chapter 4. Release the pressure you put on yourself. Much of the overwhelm you feel doesn't come from the outside world. It comes from the expectations you place on yourself. You tell yourself you have to be strong, productive, calm, patient, successful, available, and perfect all at the same time. You carry silent pressure to not disappoint anyone. Do not make mistakes. This internal weight exhausts you long before the real challenges even arrive. To stay calm, you must release this hidden pressure. Start by questioning the demands you place on yourself. Are they realistic? Are they necessary? Are they human? You don't have to handle everything immediately. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to fix everything for everyone. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to take things step by step. Speak to yourself with the same compassion you would offer to someone you love. When you say, "I should be doing more," replace it with, "I'm doing what I can." When you think, "I can't fall apart," remind yourself, it's okay to pause. Calm begins with permission. Permission to be human. When you release the internal pressure, the external world becomes easier to navigate. Your mind softens. Your body relaxes. You begin to see solutions where before you saw only problems. Letting go is not weakness, it is space. Space for clarity. Space for breath. Space for calm. Chapter 5. Build a calm system you can use anytime. Staying calm in overwhelming moments becomes much easier when you have a system your mind can rely on. Calm shouldn't be something you search for, it should be something you practice daily in small, gentle rituals. Start with a simple routine, a morning pause, 2 to 3 minutes of breathing before checking your phone, a midday reset. Sit still, relax your shoulders, take a slow breath, and return to yourself. An evening release. Write down anything your mind is holding on to before bed. These small habits act like anchors throughout your day, reminding your mind to slow down before it reaches the point of panic. You can also create a calm response for future overwhelm. 1. Pause. Give yourself a moment before reacting. 2. Breathe. Slow, deep breaths to calm your system. 3. Simplify. Identify one thing you can do right now. 4. Let go. Release anything that doesn't need your attention today. When practiced regularly, these steps become automatic. Your mind begins to trust that it doesn't need to handle everything in a rush. Calm becomes familiar instead of foreign. It becomes your default setting instead of a rare moment. You cannot control everything that happens around you, but you can create an inner environment that stays steady. When life feels overwhelming, This system becomes your safe place, your reset button, your quiet center. Calm isn't something you find. It's something you build. And with each small habit, you create a mind that knows how to stay steady even when the world around you feels heavy. As we close, I want you to pause for a moment and notice something. You made it through this entire video, even while feeling overwhelmed, even while your mind was heavy, you stayed. And that says something important about you. It means there is a part of you that refuses to give up, a part of you that is still searching for calm, still fighting for clarity, still trying to breathe again. That part of you is stronger than you realize. Overwhelm doesn't mean you're losing control. It simply means you need space, gentleness, and a slower pace. And now, you have the tools to find that space. You know how to ground yourself, how to break chaos into small pieces, how to release the pressure you quietly put on yourself, and how to build rituals that keep you steady even on the hardest days. You are not alone in this, and you are not as lost as you feel. Calm is always within reach, and you can return to it whenever life becomes too loud. Take one last deep breath, and remember, you don't have to control everything to be okay. You just have to come back to yourself. Slowly, gently, one breath at a time.